pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order armed.
Without further ado, we also have our Teachers of the Year. Isn't that awesome? So we had our students, and now we're going to have our Teachers of the Year. So, our Teachers of the Year winners for elementary school will receive a certificate and a check for $100. They'll also compete in district, and if they are chosen at the state level, they then compete. And if they are awarded the top 3 teachers in all the categories in elementary, middle, and high school will receive a $1,000 gift for themselves to spend any which way on their classroom as they choose, and $1,000 for the school where they came from. And they also get mentored by the Medal of Honor Foundation. That's what it is. Foundation. Medal of Honor Foundation. And also a trip to Washington, D.C. as well. So, without further ado, I will introduce you to our teachers. Miss Renee, can you please come on up? Rotert. Yes. Do you know who nominated you?
I do not.
Do you know what she wrote about you?
Do not.
You're about to find out. Okay. Can you guys hear me without this okay? Okay.
No.
What? No?
Hello.
Okay. I would like to nominate Miss Renee Rotert. Miss Renee Rotert is a first grade teacher and the Kiwanis State Kids sponsor at Parkview Elementary. I believe Miss Rotert is the perfect example of a teacher that cares about her students, her community, and her country. Ms. Rotert, as a classroom teacher, sets a high standard for herself and her students. She is willing to do anything she can to encourage her students to be their best. Her classroom is a home for her students, and each year they are a family. She is always an encourager and their biggest cheerleader. In her community, Ms. Rotert is a tireless volunteer and organizer. Her and her K-Kids group are year-round volunteers for the community. They visit city leaders, retirement centers, volunteer in parade events, holiday meal food drives, collecting for the animal shelter, and have an annual used book sale to raise money for local childhood cancer patients. All of the prep, purchasing, and organizing for these events are done by her. The kids, with her leadership, learn how important it is to give back, and most importantly, these kids learn the joy you feel from serving others. My final reason for nominating Mrs. Rotert is for her love of country. Not only does she provide the opportunities to serve our country, she makes sure they learn and understand why. The K-Kids make veterans cards, ride in the Veterans Day Parade, and help place flags on military graves. Each month for K-Kids meetings, she invites a guest speaker. The students have heard from city leaders, charity organizations, veterans, and others. They have learned flag etiquette, the meaning of the Red Poppy program, and many other things that they will take with them into adulthood. I am a former K-Kid, and I am so grateful for the opportunities I may not have been given if not for Mrs. Rotert. I learned so much as a direct result of her leadership. Mrs. Rotert is not only shaping young minds, she is building amazing Americans.
I didn't know I was going to have to talk, especially after hearing that. I am the K-Kids sponsor. I am about 7 years ago, my son was in K-Kids, and so they said, since you come to everything, you get to help. Well, helping turned into, it's now yours. So he's right. I invited, every year we invite a different veteran. Sometimes it's somebody in K-Kids who has a grandparent or a parent. But I want them to know why we're in the Veterans Day Parade and why we make cards and send to Veterans Hospital. We do it for Valentine's, and we do it for Christmas, and then we also do it for the parade. But I don't want them to think we're just walking in a parade to be walking in a parade. I want them to know why we do it. So he did come and speak to my kids, and we do that every year. So next year, one of you guys may want to volunteer and come do that. But I'm very honored to get this award.
You bet. You bet. There's my photo bomb. Miss Katelyn King nominated Miss Rotert. And I'll give you your certificate.
That's fine, you know the time.
Hey, Earl, you coming?
Yeah, hello? Oh, yeah.
Walking the line.
All right, and here you are.
Right around.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Our next nominee, or actually our next Teacher of the Year for the Post, is a middle school teacher named Miss Kellie Jackson. Please come on up. And we would be going after a high school Teacher of the Year, but none were submitted to us. So out of the entire Cedarville School District, Alma School District, Mulberry, and Van Buren, because Mountainburg handles themselves, we did not have one single person nominate a high school Teacher of the Year. Last year, our high school Teacher of the Year won state, and they were from Alma, Troy Peel, and he was actually, I think, 10th in the nation where he placed at. So by all means, if you know a high school teacher that you think is very much deserving, please nominate them next year. All right? Sounds good. Back to Miss Jackson. Are you ready? You know who nominated you?
I do know.
Do you?
Yes.
You know what she wrote about you?
Yes, I read it.
What?
I know, but you can read it.
Okay. I would like to nominate Miss Kellie Jackson for the grades 6 through 8 Outstanding Teacher of the Year. Miss Jackson is a 7th grade teacher at Butterfield Trail Middle School. In her classroom, Miss Jackson works very hard to be sure that we learn and understand the curriculum we are assigned. Miss Jackson also knows the importance of making sure we have opportunities to learn how much we benefit from living in the United States. We are not old enough to vote, but Miss Jackson works to lay a foundation of being an informed citizen in hopes that by the time we are voters, we know and appreciate that privilege. Miss Jackson is always looking for ways that students can be involved and make a difference. She doesn't just tell us what we should do, she opens up discussions that encourage us to see things that need to be changed or improved. Last year, our student council realized the lack of school safety zone lights at our school and 2 others. Ms. Jackson helped us find resources to research so we could present a plan to our school. She submitted our presentation to the city council and we were invited to attend an upcoming city council meeting. Ms. Jackson made sure we were given the tools to make these changes. She didn't do the work for us. We learned so much about our school guidelines and procedures and the city bylaws and procedures. Our presentation was approved, and now 3 additional schools have had lights installed. There is no amount of classroom teaching that could have replaced how we felt after that achievement, and she made sure we had that opportunity. Ms. Jackson makes a difference daily, and her commitment doesn't end in the classroom. I will never forget what she taught us, but even more, I will never forget how she made us feel. We learned that no matter our age or our wealth, we have a voice and value, and she makes sure we have a chance to shine.
First of all, I'm very honored. This means a lot to me coming from this post. My grandpa was a member here, and he would be so excited to see this room full of people. And it's one of my goals as a teacher is to just make sure that that I'm equipping good citizens of this country. And one of the things that I wanted my kids to learn, I still want them to learn, is that they do have a voice, their vote will matter, and that they can change the world. They can change their local communities, they can change their state, they can change their country, they can change the world. And I'm just very honored and thankful. Thank you, guys.
Huh? That's right.
Always recruit.
Always.
Just get that one in there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So at this time, this kind of concludes our ceremony. We have cookies and punch that have been dropped off, and please partake. Everybody, please partake.
One thing I wanted to reiterate about what Matt said, as far as the district, and I'm the district commander too, those were judged by Experian at 2 different times, okay? At 2 different dates, we did that. So in other words, I'm just saying we just didn't do it back to back. So with that being said, and they were different judges. So that being said, you know, that consensus, and it was so close, it'll just let you know that that's as fair as we can make it. So anyway, bet. So anyway, thank you all, appreciate it very much.